The player explores the world from a top-down perspective. In areas containing enemies, groups of foes will randomly appear to confront the player, switching the game to combat mode. A variety of objects are placed in the areas that the player explores. The player may interact with these objects by striking them with a weapon. Most of these objects are breakable, and the player will randomly obtain helpful items from them. These objects will reappear once the player leaves the area and returns. There are also normal chests, which contain a specific item and can only be obtained once. Different weapon types also have unique uses, such as the ability of knuckles to move boulders, drills to break down walls, spears to obtain items from treaties, swords to cut off large grass, axes to destroy stumps, and the character's own hammer to push buttons located on the ground or the floor. Proper use of weapon types is needed to solve the game's puzzles. Battles in Samon Naito Swordcraft Story 2 are 2D side-scrolling affairs. All action takes place in real time. Players may have up to 3 weapons equipped and may switch between the 3 at will during a fight. Players may also choose from a pre-selected set of spells and items to use as well. As the player fights, the durability of their equipped weapon will go down. When durability is fully depleted, the weapon breaks and is not usable until repaired. If the player has no more usable weapons equipped, then the player is forced to switch to the hammer. The health of all enemies is constantly displayed at the top of the screen with numbered red meters. Players defeat enemies by reducing their health to nothing. Some enemies carry weapons like the player. When fighting these enemies, a durability meter for their weapon will appear in addition to their health meter. These enemies may be defeated by depleting either their health or weapon durability. In the case of the latter, the player will receive the same crafting material their opponent had in his /her weapon, not including the shape stone. In this game, players create their own weapons through a crafting process. To create a weapon, the player must first have an item called a shape stone of one of 5 varieties: sword, axe, spear, knuckle, or drill. A craft material is added to a shape stone to create a usable weapon. Which material is used determines the strength of the weapon that is created. After obtaining a certain skill level in crafting, the player will gain the ability to upgrade weapons with additional materials. This may result in the weapon gaining special qualities. Players have the option to disassemble weapons they have created to retrieve the shapestone used to make it. The shapestone may retain some of the power of the weapon it was disassembled from. Any materials used to create or upgrade the disassembled weapon are lost. Repairing is the most important of all. It recovers all the lost DUR from all the weapons you have. It can also repair weapons which already have a 0 durability. Samon Naito Swordcraft Story 2 received favorable reviews according to the review aggregation website Metacritic. Reviewers commented that the game felt more refined than its predecessor, Samon Naito Swordcraft Story, but praised the quality of the graphics and the humor of the dialogue. The game was criticized for a lack of depth in its story and having excessive backtracking through only a small number of areas. In Japan, Famitsu gave it a score of 1.8, 1.10, and 2 8s for a total of 34 out of 40.